Small professional services businesses are working harder than ever. They need capacity, capability, and high trust partners they can rely on. So we polled experts and gathered insights from leaders across our network and put together the Small Business Success Stack. It's a series of tips from 4 different types of partners that every small business benefits from. So today I'm speaking with Beatrice Redi of beatriceredi.com. She calls herself the Chief Happiness Officer, and her 2 tips are this. 1, understand how buying decisions are made about your service. And number 2, network, network, and network.
Hi, Bear. How are you?
Farnia, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm so happy to talk to you today. And as I think about the power of accelerating small business, I think about you because not only have you, it just knowing you and seeing the work that you've done has really accelerated how I've thought about our marketing efforts, how I thought about our external presence. And it has just in one year has done a lot for our business. So I am grateful to have met you and to have connected in the way that we did. It felt really ad hoc at the moment, but since that time, I was like, everything that's supposed to happen happens exactly when it's supposed to happen. And I deeply appreciate you, Bea. I'd love for you just to share a little bit about yourself and your business.
Thank you for that, first of all, in introduction. It's lovely. And I would like to remind you, Farnia, that if we know each other, it's because you had the courage to reach out to me first when you came over to Italy. So this is all thanks to you reaching out, and creating this beautiful relationship that we are nurturing and cultivating. So a little bit about me. I live in Italy. I do work globally, mostly remotely, but I travel as well. I'm what I would define myself as a leadership coach, and that for me also includes some facilitation and some training. So I work with private individuals and with companies directly as well. And yeah, I love what I do. I haven't been doing this all my life. I used to work in business. So I come from the life sciences background where I used to be a leader. And about 3 years ago, I had a sort of a very important transition period. I got myself a coach. Actually, I had more than one coach. And that was such an incredibly transformative experience, inside and out, that I was like, this is what I want to dedicate my life to. I want to help other people go through the same kind of transformation that I went through. If not external, at least internal. And if not internal, maybe external. I do
Mhm.
both. And that's what I do. And I absolutely love it.
What's amazing is you've been in business for 3 years, and I look at the way that you approach your business and the diligence that and the structure that you have established, and I just marvel. And just watching you has influenced me. So I'd love for you to share if you can think of 2 things that might have accelerated you in being the business, astute business leader that you are today. What are they?
Okay. So, first of all, I come from a business development marketing background. So that's what I did for 28 years. I studied how people make decisions. And so, what I noticed when I became a fully fledged certified professional coach is that people are wonderful at coaching, but then they're like, but where are the clients going to come from? And that's a whole different skill set. Okay. And so what I did is actually I quickly clocked on that even though I did come from a marketing background and a business development background, I needed something very specific to learning about how to position myself as a coach. And therefore I went and I studied. I signed up to different courses specifically for this. I learned a lot in terms of the fact that people don't buy coaching, but they buy the dream, and they invest in the coach. So when you can't really sell coaching, you sell the benefits of coaching. But if you want to if you want to be the chosen coach, you also have to sell kind of yourself, because that's what people are attracted to, because it's all about, you know, the trust and your background and the knowledge. But it's really the coach that makes the difference, and who you are and your life experiences. I always think that the best clients to have are the person that you were, you know, maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago. And so that you really know what it means to go through that journey and to transform. So I think it's about connecting with others that maybe are more advanced in the journey and that can give you that advice, can shed a light on things that you're not even aware that you need to be doing. That's the first thing. So getting that knowledge and that exchange. And the second is the second mega accelerator is networking. I always say this. So it's not about how good you are at doing things, at least not at the beginning. It's not about how good you are. But it's, you know, who it is that you know that's going to open those doors for you, that's going to give you that chance to shine and show what it is that you can do, that's going to give you a chance to be of service. And as you get more clients via the networking, then it becomes also word of mouth. And you know, you start to see a pattern in the kind of people that reach out to you, that you can really help and that you can make a difference with.
Okay. So if I heard you correctly, I'm going to start with your second tip, which is networking. How would you recommend that small businesses approach networking?
So from a curiosity mindset, so a networking needs to be a give and take. And I approach it as a with the mindset of, if I have a really good service or something that I know how to do that the world needs, I need to let the world know about it, right? Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to deliver that service if the world doesn't know about it. So that's the first, let's say, approach, is you're not asking for any favors. You are simply putting yourself in a position to be able to serve your client. Secondly, it's being curious and knowing your client, your potential client. So understanding what it is that they're going through, what are their pain points, what are the words that they use to describe their pain points, what are the things that they're looking for, so that we start to speak more and more with their language. It's very rare that somebody will come to me and say, you know, I am a leadership coach, I'm also a mental fitness coach. It's very rare that somebody will come to me and say, you know what, I need to become more mentally fit. Can you help me? They don't come with that, right?
They don't say that. They don't say, "Oh, my mind is."
No, they come with, I'm feeling a bit stuck. Why am I getting bypassed? Why am I not getting that promotion? I don't know where it is that I want to go. Or maybe I'm in between jobs. I'm having a difficulty understanding how to, reposition myself. Those are the languages that's the language that they use. So networking is about getting to know your potential client and or persona, getting to know their pain points, and that way you can structure also then your services around what it is that they need.
That's really, really, really powerful. I'm hearing from you value talk. So we're not talking the service, we're talking the value. What
Mm-hmm.
is it that the client's going to walk away with that's going to solve their challenge directly, not the fluff. Thank you, Bea, for those two tips. Anything else that you might share with a small business owner to support them in accelerating?
Doing the work on yourself first.
Mm.
So being a coach, I coach myself, but I also do get a lot of external support in helping me manage all that uncertainty, all those setbacks, all those challenges, and understanding that as small business owners, we need to really master the no's. So people not responding to our emails, people saying no to the solutions that we offer, people just closing doors, refusing, those refusals, a lot of ghosting happening as well, unfortunately. It's a minority, I have to say, because most people are really curious about finding out how I can support them. But there is a lot of refusal. And I think that you, as a small business owner, need to really see that and approach it from the mindset of learning. Again, every no is helping me to get closer to a bigger yes.
Yeah, yeah. I say every no is an opportunity to grow. It's really powerful. And I appreciate your perspective specifically because you came from the world of marketing. You are a global multilingual professional who has been in this game. So your pearls of wisdom are extremely, extremely valuable.
Thank you.
So thank you, Bea. I appreciate you being an accelerator for me and for my business. Over the time that I've known you, you have said yes to support. You have said yes and opened the doors of some secret society insights for me, and I deeply, deeply, deeply
And
appreciate that.
likewise, Farnia, I mean, if I think about everything that you've done for me in terms of helping me, um, digest some frameworks that you and I are familiar with, helping you, sharing so generously, the way that you've been running workshops, the way you would approach a business development conversation and a negotiation. I mean, you have done so much for me as well, and I think that this is the beauty of being curious and wanting to reach out and wanting to learn from people. And I get quite lonely sometimes in my job because I'm always coaching people or training people up. Therefore, and I love it. I really do. But I also like to know how my fellow leadership coaches are doing, and I like to, leverage that learning, and it's a really enriching exchange.
It really is. It's, to have a profession, to have the privilege of a profession where you get to fill up others' cups so frequently, it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
And when you look at your own cup, you have to see what is filling my cup. So exchanges like this and having people like you in my network has been cup filling. So I really appreciate your taking the time today. How can someone get in touch with you?
Right. So I am easily contactable. I am all over LinkedIn because that is where, most of my clients come via LinkedIn. So you will find me there with my name and last name, holding a heart, which is about, people are like, why are you holding a heart? Well, it's about heart-centered leadership. And for me, leadership starts with leading self before you can possibly lead others. So you can reach me on LinkedIn, or you can I have a website, again, beatriceredi.com. You can reach me via there, and I'll be very happy to meet people. And again, I'm a very curious person. I love to know what's happening, why people would want to reach out to a coach. What is it that is, pushing them to take that important, courageous step. And I learned so much from my discovery calls, just I think as much as the people that ask for the discovery call. So it's always an exchange.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you again for making the time. It has been a privilege and a pleasure, as always, talking to you.
Bye,
Okay, bye for
Farnia.
now.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
The Lenserf Group is proud to be named a 2025 Inc. Power Partner. Consult, coach, or train your teams with us. lenserfgroup.com or follow us on LinkedIn, the Lenserf Group.